know what I think that they were thinking when they decided to remove it in US models? From the beginning, since the 2021 iPad Pro, first off, only the iPad Pros had millimeter wave. The iPad Pro makes up like what 5% of iPad sales. Most people buy the base iPad, which is around 300 bucks. But
And
also,
those base models never had millimeter wave,
the
Max?
base models never had millimeter wave. The only iPads that ever had millimeter wave were the 21 iPad Pro, the 22 iPad Pro.
Hey, Max,
That
what percentage of iPads that sell are Wi-Fi only?
that's again, that's another point. Most people don't see the value in spending extra for cellular because they just kind of want an iPad. Maybe they got their
And why is
hotspot on
that?
their iPhone.
And why is that? Because they use it where? In places where they have Wi-Fi, right? Which would be, I don't know, at home.
Right?
So again, if you're using it at home, that means chances are, if it's Wi-Fi only, especially, you may or may not be taking it to the Super Bowl, which is where
Okay.
millimeter
All right,
wave,
but
for example, is
okay,
deployed at scale. That's what I was saying before.
okay,
This
but
is
Man,
a
I
this
got an
is this is
iPad
a
9.
simple.
hey, hold on. So there's going to be this select little bit of people that let's say that live in a big city where millimeter wave is all over. They take it to a cafe to do work. Maybe they got their cellular model. Those people are going to feel it, and I know that's like 0.001%. But you're saying no one's taking their iPad Pro somewhere that has millimeter wave.
The majority
There's
of
plenty of
people are
people.
not. And
The
so
majority aren't.
what Apple did is make a calculated decision because they need to save money. One of their biggest investors just divested a portion of his assets from that particular company.
All right, well, so
And let's
here's the
just
thing.
be honest, the company's not selling like it used to. They're not selling as many
So,
iPads, not even selling as many iPhones. We already know upgrades are down across the industry. So with
right,
that being said, their biggest cash cow right now is the services that they sell. The Apple
I get
Music and
that.
all that other jazz.
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah, right.
this was
I
just a
get that.
cost savings. Go ahead, Max. Go
Right.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. Well, so the point I was trying to make with the iPad sales, with the base model being the best selling and the iPad Pro, the cellular, not being a major part of their iPad sales, is like Apple just probably realized, okay, yeah, these aren't selling as much as we maybe thought. People aren't utilizing this as much as we thought. Why not just have one or a couple of models to sell across the entire world to simplify the supply chains? Because this also ties in with the removal of the SIM slot on the iPad Pros, which we also
Can I
the
answer
removal
this
of the SIM
question,
slot.
Max,
Yeah.
real quick for Jonathan? The last we checked, millimeter wave hardware was valued at about $100. That
That's
was
actually
last
crazy.
year.
That's a
Mhm.
crazy difference. So
Or no,
yeah,
that
it
was
could be.
but I mean it could be lower, right?
Well, all right.
Time.
Well, with Apple scale, it probably is. My point with the iPad sales and the uniformity across the supply chain is they want to remove the SIM slot on more of the iPads. But notice, I think I saw this earlier today on either Mac Rumors or 95 Mac or somewhere. They're now saying more of the iPhone models sold globally because right now the iPhone is eSIM only in the US. Other countries still get the SIM slot. But now what some of these speculations and rumors are saying is that they're going to be removing the SIM slot from more models around the world. So I don't think this is as much Apple like consciously saying it. People don't want this. We're going to chop it. We're going to save some money. No, it's simplifying the supply chain and making their lineup more uniform.
Right. They're gonna make one model to save cost,
Not one
right?
model of iPhone. Not one
Yeah.
model of iPhone. No,
One model.
you do
One
you know
model.
how? Do you think Moose? Come on now. Or do you really think titanium cost them an extra $200? No, they're raking in money from the iPhone Pros.
They're
They
gonna
they
have
know they want to
they're gonna have
withhold features.
consolidations, Max.
Well, they are withholding features from the base iPhone flagships because they want you to buy the Pros. That's why the
And
base iPhone
and
flagships
by
have
the
60 hertz
way,
displays. It's why they have dual cameras. It's why they're um, noticeably, purposely behind the Pros because they want you to pay more for the Pros, which they make more money off of.